Okay, now this video is going to be my opinion on Captain America's return. Again, I know I'm late on the bandwagon to talk about this, but you know what? I don't care. Let me talk. Now, did I know this was going to happen? Yes. Of course I did. Did I know it was going to happen this quickly? 2 years? No. Was I hoping it was going to last longer? Yes. Am I upset that it's happening? Yes. Am I going to accept it and be a man about it? Yeah, I am. I mean, first of all, if any of you are angry over the whole thing, first of all, I know Bronco Derek says this, the whole thing is, oh, we're going to keep this going, and then like 2 years later, oh, we had this plan the whole time. I'm sorry, but if they tell you he's just going to come back in a few years, I know it really, no matter what, you can't really soften the blow here, but it defeats the purpose of being interested in his death, if you know he's going to come back. I mean, that's why I know a lot of people aren't really into the Batman stuff, because they know, yeah, Dick Grayson, yeah, I hear is good, but who cares? In a year, Bruce will be back, take the suit from Dick, and punch him in the face for taking the suit and for hanging out with his child, and then he'll call the cops on him. I thought that was funny to mention. I don't know what you think. No, but Cap's death, now, a lot of people are so touched by Cap's death, and this was big because I saw ABC News devote a minute of their very important time, which I don't even think news stations really care what they put on anymore, but they devoted this into the national news. Yeah, it's a minute, but I'm sorry, if you get a minute on ABC World News, or any of the other major news on the major networks, that's important. Not Fox News. Anything they say is not important, no matter what. Sorry, I didn't want to get political on y'all. I mean, it's just kind of retarded. I'm hoping, I know they're not going to do this either, but I'm hoping he's just Steve Rogers and Bucky's still Cap America. Because Bucky needs some time to still grow in. But the one thing I want to point out to people, you know how they want to make a Captain America movie? Yeah, they're making that. I'm pretty sure it'd be really confusing to watch that movie, see Steve Rogers fight in World War II, and then see some guy named Bucky with a robotic arm and brown hair, and a completely different Captain America costume. I'm just saying, Marvel's all about a jumping on point for people who just saw the movie, which was why they messed up the publishing thing with the Wolverine stuff, and why they made it into Spider-Man, which is one of the greatest Marvel books out there right now. I'm sorry, J-Train, I don't mean to make you angry. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even watch this. If you do, J-Train, make a very hateful comment on my video. You probably won't make that hateful. I mean, people have their own opinions. Where was I? Okay. Now, his death, I got that out of the way. Now, the actual Reborn series. God, this is a waste of... Hey, why is this mini-series taking place in its own mini-series? Couldn't you just put this in the main Captain America book? I know everyone's saying that. Another thing is, it's not even... It's so slow. I've been reading it in issues at my store. I read issue 4. It's interesting, but you could have probably kind of shortened that and to put it into like one issue, or even that 600 issue. Okay? You could have just put that in there. So it's a 5-issue mini. Oh, I'm sorry. 6 issues. They extended it an issue. And on one thing that's really stupid, there's an issue called Who Wield the Shield coming out, which will just be Steve. I'm sorry, I called it, but it's just going to be Steve. And then there's a 6th issue? Why? God. How big is the battle? Seriously, I mean, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but the whole thing with Red Skull and what he's doing with... Well, I'll just spoil it for you anyway. The Red Skull has found a way to reanimate Steve Rogers' body, and the Red Skull, its brain, is in Steve Rogers' body now, which I think is very interesting. And it took 4 issues. 4 issues that you're paying $4 for each. Waste of money. To get to that, you could have easily put that into, if not one issue, you could put that probably in one issue, but it would still be kind of too much. Maybe put in 2 issues. It would seem like a waste of time. And I know he's coming back. Actually, you know why? Because they show the issue for 603 of Captain America, and it's Steve. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, this is... I don't know. I mean, that's all I have to say, folks. I don't want to really waste time on this. It's a worthless subject. Ed Brubaker is trying to do his best to tell an interesting story here, but since Marvel's forced him to bring Captain America back, I know it was his idea to kill Captain America, but he wanted to take Captain America out for a while, give him a break, so they kill him. I know he's the one who takes credit for the actual idea of killing him. I don't know if it was his idea to bring him back. I'm pretty sure it was Joe Quesada and his power of ruining everything I love. So yes, and also for any of you who think I sound angry in my videos on a regular basis, this proves you right. Mini Codrib. Called him out. That's all I gotta say. Later.